Good morning. Today we are going to discuss various forms of for loop. So the first one that you are already aware of is you initialize a variable I with 0. Then the test condition section, that is I is less than 10. It can be anything else as well. And then it is incremented by 1, that is I plus plus. This is the most basic form that we use. The initialization value can be anything, like you can have it started from 1 and you can write less than equal to 10, 20, anything. It can be anything depending on your requirement, depending on the program. So this is the most basic form of for loop that we use everywhere. The next is we are having similar initialization values, that is I is equal to 0 and I is less than 10, and here you can increment the loop variable, that is I, by 2, 3, 5, anything else. That is, here we are increasing the loop by 5. So if you start with 1, so the next value will be 6 and the next value will be 11. So loop will be executed only twice, that is for when I is 1 and y is 6, I is 6, and once I is 11, loop will be terminated. So even you can write I plus equal to, in this case loop will be executed how many times? First I is 1, condition is true, I is then 3, what are the values? 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Once it is 11, loop will be terminated because condition is false. Okay, what will happen if it is increased by 3? Sorry, in that case you will get 1, then 4, then 7 and then 10, but 10 will be not executed because the condition is false. So here you will be executed 3 times only. So, similarly for 5, as we have already discussed, it will first the value will be I will be 1, then it will be 6 and then value will be 11. In this case, as the condition is false, loop will be terminated. This is the second form. The third form, we can initialize the value of I by 10 or 20 or 15, something like this, and we are here decreasing the value of I by 1. Okay, so we are going in the reverse order. So 10, 9, 8, 7, up to what point we are going? So here I have written I is greater than 0. That is, when it is 10, when it is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. 0, when it will be 0, the loop will be terminated because the condition is I is greater than 0. So this is how you can use loop in reverse order. Like previous case, we can also decrease the value by 2 or 3 as well. So next form you can write is you can write something like minus equal to, say 2. So it will decrease the value of I by 2. So what will be the possible output? So first value is 10, next will be 8, then 6, then 5, then 3 and then 1. This is another possible, sorry, not 5, it will be 4 and then 2 and 0, then 0 will be 0 will terminate the loop. So these are the possible values. You can even decrease by it by 3. In this case you will get 10, 7, 4 and 1. So this is another possible, fourth possible form of for loop. So let's come on to the next form, fifth one. So in this loop, what we are doing, we are having multiple variables, that is I and j. We are in the initialization section. We are initializing both with some different values. We can have same values as well. So I is 0 and j is 1. Condition will be tested only for one variable. So I is less than 10, and then we are increasing the value of I and j both. In this case, say you write printf %g %g, and you are displaying value of I and j. So here, what values you will get? You will get say first value is 0, I value of I will be 0, j is 1. Next time both is increased, so it will be 1, it will be 2, it will next time 2, and then 3, and 3 and 4, and 4 and 5, and 5 and 6, and 6 and 7, 7 and 8, 8 and 9, and then 9 and 10. Now since the value of I is now 10, so loop will be terminated. So you can have multiple variables initialized, and you can increment or decrement both of them. Here you can see in the next we have initialized two variables I and j. I is initialized with 0 and j is initialized with 10, and the test condition is I is less than 10. Okay, what we are doing, we are increasing value of I and we are decreasing the value of j. So it will be something like, if you write similar statement here, so this one, so what will happen, it will display you something I is 0, j is 10. Okay, next is I is incrementing the value, we are incrementing the value of I, so I will be 1, it will be 9, so 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6, 5, and so on. Up to what value it will be displayed? Up to when the value of I is 10. So now it will increase, I will increase, and j will be decreasing. Okay, then 7 and 3, 8 and 2, 9 and 1. That's all. Loop will be terminated now. Next form is, you can skip the initialization part. That is, you may initialize the variable where you have declared it. That is, you can write I int I is equal to 0, and you can just skip this part, but you don't forget to put semicolon. Okay, this is also a possible option. And next is, here we skip both things. That is, we are initializing I with 0, and we are also incrementing the value of I within loop. So here we skipped writing the initialization as well as your increment part. So this is another possible form of for loop. So let's check. You are already aware of basic forms. Let's have a look. Quick look. Say int I, then for I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, and I. Just write a printf statement so you can see the output. So you can see that we are getting values from 0 to 9. This is the statement I have written. It's /t %g, and it will display the value of I. So now check the second form of loop. That is, we are increasing the value of I by 5. So you can simply write this and just check, compile and check the output. You can see you are getting only two values, 0 and 5. Okay, this is the second form. Say we increase the value of 2 by 2 only. Okay, so here you can get 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So this is another form. Let's have a look on the third form, that is we are decreasing the value. So in place of this, what we are doing here, we are writing I minus minus, and we are initializing I with 10, and here we are writing I is greater than 0. Just compile the program and check the output. So see, you are getting 10, 9, 8, 7 up to 1. So this is another form. Next form is we can decrease the value of I by more than 1, that is I minus equal to 2. So let's again compile the program, see the output. Now you are getting 10, 8, 6, 4 and 2. So let's come on to the next form. In the next form, we are having multiple variables. Okay, so just declare I j is equal to 1, and here declare the variable j. Condition is less than say 10, and I plus plus and j plus plus. Here you can use /n so that it will display in different lines. So percentage t and I and j. Okay, between this we can put a /t statement. Let's see what is happening. In this case you are getting 0, 1, 1, 2. These are the values of I and these are the values of j. Okay, so this is also possible. You can also initialize j with say 10, and instead of increasing the value you can decrease the value of j. So what will be the output in this case? Here you can see I is 0 and j is 10, I is 1, j is 9, I is 2. So it is increasing order and it is increasing, and this one is decreasing. Okay, this is another form. The next form is we can initialize the variables here only. Then you need not to write initialization statement here. Okay, so simply you can check the value of I, that it's working or not. Just compile and execute. See, you are getting same values. So this is also one possible form of for loop. Next is we can even skip this part also. In that case you have to increment the value, otherwise loop will be in the infinite loop. Okay, so you can just write the increment statement here like your while loop or do while loop. So you can execute this program. See, you are getting similar output. So these are various possible forms of for loop. Thank you.